Hello, and welcome to episode 216 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. My channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'll be reviewing a random game, New Rally X. New Rally X was released in 1981 by Namco. My first time playing this game was on MAME. New Rally X is a maze-themed game in which you control a race car with a 4-way joystick and a smokescreen button. You control a blue race car in a maze of streets in an attempt to collect 10 yellow flags that are placed throughout the playfield. You need to collect these flags as fast as possible to continue to the next level. This game is a sequel to the game Rally X, which I reviewed in episode 82. Unlike many games of the time, this game was actually easier than the original. This game was only sold as a conversion kit for the original Rally X. A quick review of the original game is as follows. The main portion of the playfield takes place on the left side of the screen. On top of the right side of the screen will be the high score and the player scores. Below player 2's scores will be the fuel meter. Below the fuel meter will be a blue radar screen. Below the radar screen will be your remaining lives, and below that will be the round number. Once gameplay begins, you will get the beginning tune. Once the tune ends, your car will begin driving forward, followed by an enemy red car. The enemy cars won't move for about 2 seconds after your car begins moving. Just like the original game, you can safely pass through the enemy cars while they are stationary, although once they begin to move, contacting one will cost you a life. You do have a defense against the enemy cars, which is the smoke screen. Pressing the smoke screen button will cause your car to emit 3 puffs of smoke, which will cause the enemy cars to get stuck in it. The smoke will remain on screen until it scrolls off screen. You will have a limited amount of fuel in your car. You'll have about 90 seconds worth of fuel to complete each round, although there is a twist. Each time you press the smoke screen button, you'll burn fuel about 8 times faster than normal. Once the fuel gauge reaches 3/20ths of a tank, the line will turn red and you will hear a horn warning you that you are low on fuel. Once you run out of fuel, your car will begin to move slowly, allowing the enemy cars to catch up, and if they catch you, you will lose a life. This game offers several differences than the original. Some are minor and some are major. The first noticeable difference is the change of colors. This game offers a brighter color palette. The first set of mazes are pink as opposed to green, the second set of mazes will be light blue as opposed to brown, the third set of mazes will be orange as opposed to dark green, and the fourth set will be light green as opposed to gray. Just like the original game, the colors will repeat after the light green. The second noticeable difference is the music. This game has a more upbeat music score, although just like the original, it gets repetitive real quick. These two changes are merely cosmetic and don't really affect gameplay. Gameplay is similar to the original game with the exception of the following. The first major change is the number of enemy cars. Instead of 3 enemy cars in the first round, you will only have 1, making the game slightly easier. The future rounds will have 2 enemy cars for round 2, 3 enemy cars for rounds 4 and 5, 4 enemy cars for rounds 6 through 8, 5 enemy cars for rounds 9 and 10, and 6 enemy cars for rounds 12 and above. The radar screen acts the same as the original. This screen will show where your car is via a flashing white dot. The enemy cars will be shown as solid red dots. In addition, the 10 flags you need to collect will be shown with the yellow dots. Like the original game, the S flag has returned, although now there is something new. This flag will be represented in the radar with a flashing yellow dot. In addition to the S flag, there will be a new bonus flag, the L flag. Collecting this flag will award you bonus points for all fuel remaining. Just like the previous game, there will be large rocks placed throughout the maze. These rocks will block the road completely. Hitting one of these rocks will cost you a life. The challenging stages have also returned, although there is something different. You'll get a brief break and the game will tell you what enemies you will be up against. It will display the number of rocks in the playfield as well as the number of enemy cars. You'll also get the message red cars don't move until fuel runs out. During this round, your car will consume fuel about 20% faster than normal. Your smoke screen will also be disabled. The main reason for this is the enemy vehicles do not move. Just like the regular rounds, when you run out of fuel, you'll move slower and the enemy cars will begin to chase you down. You'll get a challenging stage on round 3 and every 4 rounds thereafter. After each challenging stage, you'll get a new maze layout. After the 4th maze, you'll return to the 1st. As the game continues, enemy cars will move faster and faster. Scoring for the game is as follows. You'll earn 100 points for collecting the first flag, and collecting further flags will increase the score by 100 points. These scores will double after collecting the S flag. The score will reset to 100 points after each round or when you lose a life. You'll earn 10 points for each unit of fuel remaining for completing each level as well as collecting the L flag. You will not earn double points if you collect the L flag last. I really enjoyed playing this game and highly recommend playing it whether in an arcade setting or on an emulator. I like this game more than Two Tigers, but not as much as Mr. Do, so New Rally X drives its way into the 14th position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos on the first and third Sunday of the month.